Hello YouTube, welcome to World of Horror. Yes, I know I played this recent, but I just felt like playing it because I got a new modded character. Okay, so yeah, look, power from Chainsaw Man. Hold on, let me fix something real quick. There, shrunk it a little bit. But yeah, I just in general like this game and kind of felt like playing it, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, power from Chainsaw Man. There's a mod for that. If you're wondering where I'm getting some of these mods, they're just on the Steam Workshop if you're getting this game. Alright, we'll do Timeline B again. So, fun fact, when I recorded that video, where I was playing as Squidward, off camera, I played it again when I was trying out this mod, and I actually beat the game barely, though. I almost died at the end. I actually succeeded in that run. And I just kept it on the cultist difficulty right here, which is the default one. Anyway, let's continue. So yeah, we're gonna be playing as Power from Chainsaw Man. Also, yes, I've been watching Chainsaw Man. I kind of want to read the manga. Because isn't the manga farther than the anime? Okay, this time we'll just go against... the evil god we'll just pick will be someone more simple. Alright, so... Are we gonna go against the thing forsaken by God? The Towering Eye... Okay, so off camera, I went against the thing forsaken by God, Goiza, however you pronounce it. So we'll go against Athiola. I can't pronounce the name, I'm gonna be real with you. We'll go against this one. So the debuff is casting spells cost reason. That costing reason increases the doom. We'll try that one. But I'm gonna be real with you, I don't really use much magic. It mostly depends on the character, because, like, in the last video of this game, Squidward was a magic user. Like, Power, she's overpowered in, like, combat against, like... I suppose, like, any non-ghost enemy she's overpowered in. Because ghost enemies are kind of difficult. She starts off with 2 snacks. So she has this, it heals a reason, and a soft drink. Heals 2 reason. And then there's, there she is right there. But yeah, I've been enjoying Chainsaw Man. I've been watching the anime. I plan to read the manga, though. And yes, I like Power. She has no costumes, I checked. Like, it says 2, but it doesn't change anything. Alright, so let's see. Warring write-up of a wordless ward. Mermaids. Eels, so I could get a free ally for this. I've gotten all endings of this. I forgot what this one was. Okay, this one shouldn't be hard. Especially with poison. See, look at poison. I mean, Power's stats. Poison. I got the names mixed up. As you can see, she's really good in, like, combat, but... very lacking in knowledge and charisma. I mean, that's kind of true to the character. So we'll get the easy one out the way. Eerie episodes of Evolving Eels. While returning to your home, someone suddenly bumps into you. Did you know? You turn around, it's your friend living in the same apartment complex, Kana. That weird dude is back. You know, the one who studies fish? You shrug, opening the door. Kana follows and immediately enters the kitchen. A while later, they return with 2 cans of soda. Aren't you curious what weird fish did he bring this time? They grin. Okay, so yeah, there's Kana. Sometimes on the run it refers to Kana as a chick. Sometimes it refers to Kana as a female. And then sometimes it just calls them they. Okay, so I have to investigate the seaside twice to get the bonus objective. I mean, to be fair, I don't necessarily need to. I already know what to do. Well, I guess to get the option for the ending. The old fisherman who promised to share the secrets of the sea... hiccups. With you... told you to wait under the lone tree on top of the cliff jutting above the coast. You waited an hour already, and the old man is nowhere to be seen. Okay, I'm assuming look for him is... yeah, I think charisma or knowledge is going to be wait some more. Look for him is going to be one of the higher stats, I feel. Okay, yeah, cool. Perception success. You don't have to search for long. You find his fresh body hidden in the bushes. The back of his head smashed in. A large wrench stained in blood lies nearby. You pick it up, vowing to avenge the old fisherman. Okay, so this old dude got killed. I mean, it gave me a decent starting weapon. Heavy tool, but it minuses strength. It uses strength, but it minuses because it's a heavy tool. You know what? I'll just buy a It doesn't deduct my So yeah, I'm gonna equip the crowbar instead and go Gordon Freeman on people's asses. And I'll sell this. It's mainly just because I do not like the strength debuff. So I got some cash for that, well, like $1. So we're gonna investigate it one more time for the side objective. Something gigantic and invisible leaves a deep void in the sea. It's not moving, but you swear it's watching you, -2 reason. You may be going crazy, but swear something is watching you from the sea. Oh yeah, I should probably read Kana's dialogue. I saw the creepy neighbor carrying some jars inside his apartment. I wonder what weird fish did he find this time. Will you check it out? He will surely recognize me if I try to do it myself, please. Okay, also Kana as an ally gives you a bonus. Receive -1 damage from attacks during combat encounters. So, like, you take less damage when you're fighting someone. As you prepare a bath, you think about all the possible leads so far. You're very tired, so maybe ice-cold water is a good idea. Okay, so if you take a hot bath, I think it raises doom, so yeah, let's go with cold. But you need, like, good strength to do the cold water. And luckily, power's just overpowered. Power overpowered. Ice-cold water revitalizes you, and you're ready for the investigation, +2 XP. Well, okay. Now we investigate the school. One of the students returning to their classroom left this book behind. It is bound in black fabric, and the sigil on the cover feels utterly alien. Okay, So reading it, I feel... I'm pretty sure I've done this before off camera, this event. So I think this requires knowledge to read it. Take it, I forgot what it needs. So let's return it. Fuck. You catch up with the girl who left the book. She smiles as you hand it over. Thank you, the student giggles. I need it for my club's meeting tonight. As she enters her classroom, you start to wonder if you've made a mistake. Okay, yeah, I did. The neighbor's office at school is empty. You do find a few jars, all filled with weird eel-like fish. Despite your protest, Kana decides to take one jar. Okay, Kana's dialogue. Have you ever seen an eel like this? It's so freaky. Don't you have a feeling it's watching us? How can they sip their soda so calmly staring at this creepy creature? Yeah, Kana's just kind of... The character Kana's not very smart. Anyway, investigate the apartments. Suddenly, it got really cold in the corridor. As you turn to leave, you're stopped by a man with unnaturally pale skin and giant lips. He kisses the air and takes a step closer. It's a fish person. Gigolo? Is it Gigolo? What the fuck? Alright, this guy's dying tonight. Like I said, Power's really good in combat. Okay. When you stop by home to pick up your lunch, you find a pile of letters in your lunchbox. Okay, so there's, I believe, multiple outcomes to this. Well, I think if I read the letters and it's a successful skill check, I don't remember which one it is, I get money. But if I fail, it's probably something not good. Okay, never mind, it's something not good. Fuck. Fuck! I'm gonna be real, I hate dealing with this thing. I hope I don't encounter it. Well, what's that? You've attracted the attention of something truly evil. I hope I don't encounter it, that's all I'm saying. I made a mistake. I fucked up. Kana was right. Someone tried to burn some papers. They must have been in a hurry because some of the papers look salvageable. You both return to your apartment and try to decipher the notes. Here's the notes. ... Legend from the blank prefecture. Eels tell the small blank edge of robbers who would kill all visitors and dump their corpses into a lake full of eels. Blank eels of the blank prefecture would lay... It's either could or would, but I know the outcome of this story, so I'm gonna go with would lay their eggs inside human blank 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 blank. So yeah, that's important. I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't really need the notes, but anyway. So yeah, let's investigate the apartment some more. Loud knocking wakes you up in the middle of the night. Open up! shouts the deep voice from behind the door. I know you're in here, there. Okay, so get closer to the door and ask what's the matter. This is either a dex check or a perception check. I feel. Okay, I have okay dex, but it failed. Dex check failed. Before you can answer, the door's letterbox suddenly opens and an unknown invader tries to look inside. You lurch back in shock. The man sees you and tries to get in, screaming curses the whole time. A neighbor calls the police and the attacker escapes from your apartment. I lose 2 reason. Okay. Kana. There must be something we can learn. I'll try to break into his house, his apartment, tomorrow morning. I wonder what he's hiding in there. Kana, why are we up in the neighbor's business, Kana? You shrug non-committedly. You just wish you would Sorry, I can't read right now. You just wish you could throw this damned jar into the trash. Keep in mind, Kana's the one that wants to do this. Protagonist does not. Protagonist does not care enough. Okay, so to get more reason back, I'll eat one of these. Liquid, yeah. We'll drink the soft drink. And now we'll investigate. This is an alternate universe. Power just lives among humans. That she just happens to be friends with some dude named someone named Kana. You decide to enter a small, shady bar in the docks. Maybe some of the old fishermen can help you in your quest. However, persuading them to do so might prove difficult. Try talking to them. I'm pretty sure you need a good charisma check, so buy them around. You just have to have money, which I do, so yeah, realistically. No fisherman could refuse a free round. They tell you tales of sunken cities inhabited by underwater things with too many legs. -1 funds, but plus 5x experience. Thinking about how stupid it is of Kana to try and break into your neighbor's apartment, you go to sleep. You spend the entire day waiting for Kana. Where the hell are they? So we investigate the school. Kana's not with us. You carefully enter the biology classroom. The room seems empty at first until you switch the lights on. You gasp in horror. Lying in a pool of blood is one of the teachers with a fruit knife in their hand. There's a jar of formaldehyde on the nearest table. Mesmerized by the spiral pattern on the sea creature's skin, you step over the dead body and come closer. And then the voices start. Forgotten specimen. Okay, so this shouldn't be too hard. Again, I'm using an overpowered character. Again, I think the Bloodborne character might actually be more overpowered than Power, though, because he has a ridiculously high strength and dex, while Power has like really high strength, and her dex, I think, is not as high as the Bloodborne character mod. Well, I don't know. I have to check their stats again. Like, she could have slightly high strength than the Bloodborne character mod. Here, we'll have a look at this. It's undulating slowly. So, it heals physical health, but it gives you a new status, and you probably shouldn't know. probably shouldn't eat it. I mean, unless you're like near the end, it probably doesn't matter. Okay, so I usually just go straight to the end, so we'll have a look. You cautiously enter your neighbor's kitchen. You are shocked to see countless jars are filled with eels flailing around restlessly. Where the hell is Kana? Bathroom. Dead guy. The swollen body of your neighbor is rotting away inside putrid, murky water. Both his eyes are missing, with countless tiny blood trails leading from them in all directions, minus 1 reason and 1 stamina. So you take mental and physical damage from seeing this. Then you go to the bedroom. I found the neighbor, but when his eyes burst, I slipped on the blood and lost consciousness. I'm afraid there's a something in my own eye now too. Okay, so bad ending. We must go to the hospital. Kana dies in the hospital if you pick this one. At least last I checked. We must puncture the eyes. You lose reason, but I guess this is the good ending. Yeah. Gross, right? Shocked to see countless tiny eels crawling out of your friend's eye in all directions. Will Kana ever survive the blood loss? You rush to the hospital with Kana, getting a lot of attention from horrified people. Your friend is taken immediately to the operating theater, and you collapse on a chair in the waiting area. Fall asleep. So yeah, this is the good ending. Wake up, dude. You've been sleeping for over 3 hours. You groggily open your eyes to see your friend. Kana is wearing an eye patch. Not so pretty anymore, eh? I couldn't exactly tell the doctors the truth about what happened, and I'm pretty sure I won't be winking with my left eye anytime soon. But thank you for saving my life. Okay, so yeah, this is the good ending. You get Kana as an ally for the remainder of the game unless you dismiss him. Or her. Or it. Whichever playthrough they call Kana. You're still processing the events of the previous night, corpse-eating eels that lay eggs in eyes. Sitting with your friend Kana before your apartment. Building... Sorry, I can't read. You watch the police officer emptying out your neighbor's place. Eerie episode of Evolving Eels, ending A. I forgot, aren't there like 3 endings to this? I kind of forgot what one of them was. Because I know the other ending was, oh, Kana just dies. School curfew. With more and more students going missing, the police have restricted access to the school building. Okay, we get the key. I leveled up. Okay, so let's see. Leadership. It raises my charisma. Extra damage against human enemies. Or +1 dex, there's always a way out from seemingly hopeless situation. So, yeah, this one does give me, like, options on some skill checks. Again, this is good for combat. Like, it's good against mainly, the type of enemies that are, like, human enemies. I'm pretty sure monsters don't exactly count, like humanoid monsters, like ghouls, aka zombies and stuff like that. So I'll just get the quick thinking. I'll just boost power strength. Okay, so let's get some reason. And then we'll rest in the mission. Okay, so yeah, we got the eel one out. Okay, the Crimson Cape, the tragic tale of... yeah. Morbid mermaids. Okay, so this one I believe is crazy. Like, it has a better effect with the base game characters. Since I'm using a modded character, it won't be as crazy. Worrying write-up of Wordless Ward. You've got a call from your classmate's mother. With a teary voice, she told you your friend had a nasty accident and is currently awaiting an important surgery. They asked her to call you and request you spend a few evenings with them. That's weird. You haven't exactly had the closest relationship lately, but you agree to visit your friend starting tonight. Okay, first we're going to rest. Just to get some reason back. And let's see, shop for items. Got anything I could... yeah, can I sell this? Yeah, I want the backpack. There, now I have more storage space. Now we'll enter hospital. Ask about your classmates. You don't like the nurse's weird smile. Patients waiting for a special surgery? Take the elevator in the corridor. So yeah, like the nurses being weird. Whole situation sus. You're stopped by a masked man wearing a lab coat. He introduces himself as a researcher for Tokyo University, testing a new treatment method that promises to revolutionize modern medicine. Holding out a pile of documents. Can heal wounds. I don't need to be healed. Also, there's a chance it fucks up and just does stuff. You get a serious injury if it fucks up. You politely decline the generous offer and continue on your way. Check out the patient room. Your friend is lying on the bed, still sleeping after the surgery. Their face is almost completely covered by bandages. You sit on what must be the most uncomfortable chair in the world, thinking how pointless it is to wait here. Having nothing else to do, you decide to go and buy something to drink from the vending machine. We could just take a sip of water. Damn, I need more water. Someone has been branding the patients with occult symbols, branded like cattle. Are they preparing a feast for their eldritch masters? Alright, so we're just gonna... Hearing that your sickly neighbor, Yeiko-chan, has been once again admitted to the local hospital for a life-saving surgery, you decide to visit her to brighten her mood. Asking about her at the hospital, however, only gives you funny stares from the receptionist. You find the room where post-surgery patients are kept at and enter it with rising horror, you realize that Yaeko-chan is no longer herself. Jesus. Yeah, this is, yeah. Seriously, power's overpowered. At least when you have to fight. Your friend woke up earlier today. You've spent some time talking about school and recent events, but still can't shake the feeling something about them seems off. Finally, they go to sleep. You decide to take a walk to stretch your legs. Keep in mind, it said in the opening, your character was not really all that close to them. Okay. Alarmed by the sound of glass breaking, you discover the corpse of a policeman lying in a pool of blood. It looks like someone or something tore out his throat. Okay, so I know some of... Well, I remember what happens if you steal the gun. You get a firearm. It's a weapon, but it's like a dex weapon, and plus you need to buy bullets, which is why I usually just rely on melee. Me personally. But if you have like a good dex character, the gun's good. It's just the deal is you have to buy bullets for it, and then you have to like reload it in combat if you use the full round. But also, if you get the policeman's gun, you also lose a bunch of... I forgot how much of your sanity, aka the reason. So yeah, you take mental damage if you go for the gun immediately. Check his wounds for clues. I think that's perception. I think I get XP. And then escape, I think I forgot. They didn't tear out his throat, but instead carved a... Okay, so yeah, there was no skill check for this, but I got XP. But carved an occult symbol with something sharp. You try to remember the shape and escape before anyone arrives. The next day, on your way home, you are stopped by your friend's mother. She hands you a package for her child. You promise to hand it over tonight. You shouldn't open it now. What could be inside? Okay, so here's a pro tip. Put this shit in storage. I'll tell you why after. It's a bad time to be out of cash, says the grim-looking man who's standing in your way. Okay, so by the way, this is... So when I played the game, I believe last video we encountered this guy, except his face looked different. It wasn't melting. It changes if, like, you encounter this guy and you have a decent amount of money. Because if you have money and if you have money, he's like melting or something, because you don't have to make a deal with him. So yes, it's kind of weird. But anyway, our company fortunately specializes in cases like yours and will gladly help you get back on track after all. He takes a step closer and you could swear there is a faint smell of rust around the man. Everyone has something to sell. So yeah, so it was in the last video, right? I encountered him when I had money as Squidward. So yeah, his face was melting. He was like falling apart. But I think the lore reason behind this is because I didn't really need to make a deal with him. So when you're out of money, that's what he appears normally like. But it says he like smells terrible. And you're unable to refuse any of his offers for cash. I think this just happens whenever you're out of funds. This guy shows up to fuck you up for money. Okay, so a jar of blood. He takes some of your physical health, which I might do that because I have almost full health. Fondest memory, he drains your reason, aka your sanity. And in peace of mind, he raises the doom meter by like 4%. So I'm gonna go take physical damage since I have more health than sanity. Okay, yeah, he takes 3 stamina, so he would have taken 3 reason. You startle awake on a park bench. You faint. Did you faint? There's no sign of the grim man anywhere, but you find an envelope full of cash inside your pocket. -3 stamina, +2 funds. So yeah, I had a decent amount of health, so now I got money. You can't refuse him, though, if you have no money and you encounter him. Again, it's only when you have, like, money already. You decide it's better not to mention the curious package. Your friend doesn't ask about it anyway. But yeah, I'll tell you later why did I already do this on like an older video? I might have already. But yeah, I'll tell you afterwards, regardless. Your friend doesn't ask about it anyway. There is something in the look of their eyes that makes you think that they know. There's a benefit at the end of this side story. While taking an elevator, you get a terrible feeling as if something bad is about to happen. The elevator door opens. Okay, so this is going to be another event that's going to probably be bullshit, and I'm going to take damage. Brace yourself. Yeah, okay, so luck you can't raise. It's kind of random. Well, you could raise with items. Elevator door opens, revealing a black mass of eyes and teeth pouring into the elevator, biting and suffocating you. Later, you wake up in a doctor's office. A nurse discovered you lying unconscious on the elevator floor. -3 reason. Okay, we're gonna have to rest. I don't like having my, any of my, like, physical health or mental health in this game below 10. Alright, so now, I think the next day passes without any incident, and before you know it, another evening has come. Apologies if I haven't read this. I wasn't reading this part. With an increasing reluctance, you head towards the hospital. 2 nights remaining. Let's move. By the way, I'm not clicking on the button to ask about the protagonist's friend because it's the same dialogue. The nurse just points you to the room. You find yourself in an old, unused part of the hospital. You take a deep breath. The disgusting smell of thawed remains still lingers in the room. It used to be the hospital's mortuary. Oh, great. Mortuary assistant? I never played that game. I hear it's kinda scary. Where doctors determined the causes of death. Pull off the dissection table. Okay, that's a bad idea. Search cabinet. Check out freezer. Okay, so... Okay, if I pull the thing off of the dissection thing, I'm gonna lose mental... Like, I'm gonna take damage to my reason. I feel... Because... That's either a perception check or a knowledge check. Search cabinet, I feel like could be a perception check also. Check out freezer is maybe a strength check? I don't know. Or a dex check? I mean, those are my two best stats. I know if I search the cabinet, I'll probably find an item. Let's check out the freezer because I'm pretty sure that's a perception check, and my perception's 6, which it's not bad, it's just not amazing. Okay. Nothing. No skill check. You take a peek into the freezer, but can't see anything important. You wonder what could smell so awful if there's nothing inside. Nearby, the body on the dissection table twitches slightly. Oh, okay, this starts a battle. The horror of countless autopsies stands before you. Holy shit. Jane Doe. Oh, okay, so this is a ghost enemy. Power's not that good against... Like, she's good against fighting living creatures. Sever their ties to our world. That's like the best we could do. I mean, I remembered, I think this wasn't even an option at one point in one version of the game. Okay, so yeah, Jane Doe. Fuck Jane Doe. Your friend just keeps staring at you. Did I tell you? You're really beautiful. They ask, twisting their swollen lips in a smile. Don't go yet. Hey, have you seen this girl? A gruff-looking man in his 30s sits by your side just as you were finishing your bowl of ramen. The man clearly been through a lot. His hair disheveled and his eyes looking dead tired. You think he could use a drink. Or at least a good night's rest. You've seen her, yes or no? Buy him a drink. You buy the man some sake. Over the bottle, the man tells you about his relationship with the missing girl. My beloved Michiko. Michiko? I don't know how to pronounce these names, so apologies if I butcher the names. Should have told her to cut ties with that third circle group, but no. I wanted my beloved to pursue her occult hobbies. Wanted her to be happy. The sad man thanks you for listening to his story and leaves the ramen shop. Did he say third circle? Oh yeah, there's like a cult in this game. Well, actually, I think there's multiple cults. But that's like one of the main ones, I think. Okay, so first let's rest. Gonna need it. Full physical health. The next day passes without an incident. Yeah. Again, the reason why the main character is so reluctant about these visits is because, again, in the beginning it says they weren't particularly close friends, but for some reason, this person, his mom asked the player character to visit them because they were asking for them. There's a reason, and it's coming. Hello, a man in a handsome suit stops you in the middle of the corridor. Name's Kendaichi. Pleasure to meet you. Can we talk? It's important. According to what I've learned so far, you might have seen a lot and got yourself into quite a few strange situations. Is that true? I've never encountered this character in this game. This is like a first for me. I don't know if this is a modded one. Or, oh, wait, no. It's just the artist by the dev of this game. Okay, so, yeah, this is a new encounter for me in-game. So, I'm probably going to tell him the truth, but I think that might be a skill check. Try to turn the questions around. I think that's knowledge, or fuck it, let's try telling the truth. He gives me an item. You tell him about the things you've seen. Kendaichi writes all that in his notebook, apparently unfazed. Thank you. Take this as a reward. Oh, and one more thing. Be careful around Mr. T. I pity the fool. It's not that, Mr. T. It's a character that they've mentioned, I'm pretty sure. Well, in some playthroughs I've heard... I just can't remember how you pronounce his name. Takeuchi? I think that was in the last video of this game I recorded. And his cronies, okay? With a smile, he walks away. I get an item, but I also get some doom. Okay, so I could wear this funny mask. Plus 1 stamina or 1 reason at the beginning of every encounter. Okay, so does she have like a... does the mod give her, in her portrait, the mask if she wears it? No. I prefer the backpack anyway. Can I sell it? I mean, it's not a bad thing. Yeah, let's sell it. I just realized I need cash. It's useful, though. It's useful. It's just I kind of need that extra item space. Go to the patient's room. The final phase of my transformation is tomorrow. I just can't wait to show you the results. You can't help but shudder thinking about the final day. So we're leaving. That guy's weird, right, Kana? A pale woman wearing a nurse outfit stops you. Today we are running a blood drive to help those in need. You look healthy. Would you be so kind to help the community? I can make an excuse, but I think that's a skill check for charisma. So, if you donate blood, it takes some of your physical health, I think. So, since I have max health, I'm fine with it. Yeah. Also, minus is doom. Oh, it was a luck check. Damn. You feel like they took more blood than they should. You feel weak but fulfilled knowing you are helping. Minus 2 stamina, but minus 3 doom. So let's rest. I shouldn't rest so much, but I need to get my reason back. Okay. So we're in the hospital. Suddenly, all the lights in the hospital go out. With a bad feeling in your gut, you decide to check on your friend one last time and get the hell out of here. You are shocked to find an empty bed with trail of blood on the floor. Leads to the bathroom. Ignoring the faint footsteps from the corridor, you take a step forward. The footsteps are getting louder. Do you like what I did with my face? I've always admired you, you know, even when you acted like you didn't know me at all. Okay, so yeah, this person's obsessed with the player character. I think the result is perfect. Too perfect. In fact, for two people to share the same face. Okay, so normally if you're playing as the base game characters, like the secret characters and the starting characters, you're fighting yourself. They have the same stats as you and they try to kill you. They use like the same type of fighting. I think they use the same equipment you have equipped, but since I'm using a modded character, this is what the stranger looks like. So yeah. So just pretend this obsessed weirdo looks like Power from Chainsaw Man, since that's my character I'm using. It's a Power fanboy. Or girl. Whichever. He's not that hard. Oh yeah, by the way, the reason why I didn't bring him the package is it weakens him for this boss fight. Because, if you give him the package, he wields a knife when you fight him. Well, yeah, then he doesn't have the same equipment as you. But yeah, he equips a cleaver. The person who tried to steal your life now lies on the hospital floor dead. Madden, you keep smashing their face until only a gory mess remains. Yeah, you kind of go apeshit. When you came back to your senses, you stumble out of the hospital and into the dark corridor. The doors to the other rooms slowly begin to open, and you're reminded about what the crazed friend told the other patients about you. Out of every room stretches the bandaged head of a patient. Their bruised faces eerily similar. They all want to meet you. That's kind of creepy. Okay, so the rewards are... yeah, there's my rewards. Yeah, it just ends like that. So all the patients are obsessed with you or something? Like that guy was, who was literally trying to be you? What if the twist of that side story is the boss fight? Like you were actually... Huh. I never thought of that until now. But I was going to say, what if the twist is the boss you killed was actually your original player character and we're playing as the doppelganger from this point? Probably not, though. It's probably not. But, you know, it does say your character's name in the boss battle normally if you're playing as the base game characters, like the secret characters and the starting characters. It literally is them, and it has the boss has their name with a question mark. So, yeah, who knows? Maybe that boss was actually the player character, and you're playing as the doppelganger. However, there's one secret character I have unlocked that's a doppelganger. Or it's believed to be. To begin with. Okay, so yeah, this is for human enemies. Doomed already. Regain 1 reason for all failed skill checks. Actually, this would be useful for me. Come on, Power doesn't need to raise her knowledge. So this is more damage. So yeah, I'm gonna get this just so I could get more sanity. And I'm gonna raise the strength again. You can make Power so overpowered. Well, she's already overpowered, but she can get even stronger. You see this thing right here? This thing normally doesn't appear. It's like 2 eyes. It's because of that event where it said I caught the attention of something evil, or I forgot what it was called. If do another encounter involving something evil, or I keep forgetting what that creature's called. I might encounter it, but since haven't really done anything. Okay, so I have like 3 more. I forgot what this one was, but we'll just do it. 2B used to be one of the most outstanding classes in the school, at least before the teacher's disappearance. Her replacement glides through the school entrance, seeing all those around her with her soft voice and calming, emotionless eyes. Now she stands at the front of the class, scribbling occult symbols in chalk and hissing lessons about the old gods. So, like, she's like an occultist, probably a crazy occultist. Probably has to do with one of the cults that gets mentioned a lot in this game. The children no longer play, but it's in their seats until dark, chanting along, learning of their eldritch masters and preparing to serve them. So basically this lady's trying to brainwash the students of the high school. Okay, so I have to investigate downtown twice. That's easy. For the bonus objective. Stop right there. You hear a voice coming from behind you. You won't destroy my life's work. Obsessed man, so this guy is like stalking. Wait, so if I have that much... Okay, no, I can't. I guess it's just because of the weapon I'm using. So when I was playing this mod off camera, I got a lucky bat that was really good. From an event, I forgot what it was. And it was due to Power's luck stat, which was surprising. I don't know what her luck is, but... Well, you don't get to see what their luck stats are. As you inspect a marking on a wall, a random man shouts at you, hurling insults at you, requesting a fight. He appears to be delirious, probably under the effects of some kind of drug. So I have high strength, so we could try to intimidate, or ask him to move out the way, which I think you have to have charisma. So intimidates for strength. Strength success. Looking to scare him away, you put on your most graveless tone and flex your muscles. Just imagine Power saying some weird shit. He scurries away almost immediately, accidentally dropping his wallet. It contains nothing but some coins. Might as well take it. I basically mugged this guy that was trying to start a fight. This drunk guy, or drug addict, or whatever he was. We just mugged him. You know what? Let's try to get more allies real quick. Did you hear the English exam? Creepy story. He seems shaken. It's just a story, right? Hold on. I was just checking why my phone notification went off. Okay, now let's try to recruit him. Sounds strange, but I believe you. Okay, now let's see. Okay, cheaper pharmacy items. Okay, I got that guy to join. Okay, fuck you. Get out. Okay, good. +1 reason, +1 stamina. Of course, if I dismiss him, I lose a health. So it's not exactly ideal, but I could use him. You could use your allies in battle. Oh yeah, I have to investigate downtown one more time. Okay, so we got two of the students from the school and Kana. While taking a stroll through downtown, I'm assuming it meant to say downtown. It says down. During your investigation, you find an abandoned wallet laying on a bench. You see no one else. Try to return it. I think that's knowledge, maybe? Take it for yourself might be Dex. Oh, look. The wallet is filled with cash. You take the money and run before anyone sees. Okay, so yeah, that was worth it. Climbing a tree, you get a better view of the class. Weird schematics of some portal drawn on the blackboard. Could help in the future. Let's see if I could get a better weapon first at the illegal den. Cool. Okay, now let me see. Critical hit chance. I mean, this one does get a damage boost against monsters, so I'll probably use that. Plus, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, it's slightly faster than the, well, it... Yeah, like, I could probably get more swings in with it also. A woman jumps out of her apartment covered in gore. Between sobs, she tries to explain what happened. She was taking a shower, then suddenly the shower head started spraying blood. A trail of blood leads into the dark apartment. Calm her down. That requires charisma, so no. Check the bathroom. Okay, that was knowledge. It was either charisma or knowledge. Not good. Investigate the village. Greetings, friend. A masked villager approaches you with open arms. Never trust someone with a mask like that. I'm here to find exceptional individuals. I shall test you to see if you're one. But tell me, first, what do you think is your greatest strength? My strength. Strength check success. You speak the truth, my friend. He hands you a large, sharp knife. On behalf of the third circle, I ask you, save our doomed town, he says, before walking away. Army knife? Oh shit, okay. I got an even better knife after I bought a meat cleaver. Okay, so it does more damage. I could swing it more. Like, the lower the speed is, it means the more hits I could get in, because the crowbar, I was really only able, like, in combat to get 2 hits. Also has a better... It has a better critical hit chance. It's, like, the same as the crowbar. And you can swing it more than the cleaver and the crowbar, and it does more damage in both, so yeah. Okay, so the third circle cult, I think. This is, like, new. This is actually new to me. I've never encountered the third circle thing. I don't know if it's a modded thing I added, because I have modded encounters also. I'm pretty sure it's part of the base game, though. Investigate. Walking through the hospital corridor, you hear disgusting slurping sounds coming from the closet. Bloodsucker. Okay, so we're fighting a vampire. Wait, am I reading the stats wrong? Because I... Oh, well, regard... Oh, this is a perception weapon. That's what it is. Okay, you know what? Let's go back to the legal den. Get me a meat cleaver. It's weaker, but I didn't notice it said perception. That's why I'm not attacking as fast. I hate it when that happens. Walking through the unusual hospital floor, you discover something alarming. The door to a small empty room looks like it was forced open. The lock is completely broken. You look around before taking a closer look. What happened here? Knowledge failure. Fuck. Weird marks around the lock and the walls where they caused... Sorry, I'm like really tired right now. Weird marks around the lock and walls were caused by large claws. What did the hospital staff keep in this room? But yeah, that's... If you're wondering why I'm having some issues reading right now, I'm just really tired. Alright. The corridor is flooded by a black sludge that's slowly oozing from underneath the door of the chemistry classroom. A damp, moldy stench grows as you get closer. How are you going to get to the other side? Risk going through strength, I believe. Take a detour. I think that gives... I need a bottle for that one. So yeah, this is strength, I believe. The detour, I think, raises doom because you waste time. Oh, it was perception. And I'm injured. You're too late to keep something from biting your ankle. It's not bleeding badly, but you worry about an infection. If the black sludge gets into your wound, injury, I got fractured ribs. Okay, so let's go to the hospital. We'll clean this up. -1 strength until the end of the current mystery. I hate it when it lowers my stats, but, you know, it's just till the end. Wait, why is it suddenly so dark outside? You stand by the window to take a look. Black smog emerges from the courtyard, coating everything in an oily vapor. Run from the window. Dex check success. You run from the window before anything happens. If you do the other one, there's a chance you could take damage. Alright, we've reached the end of this side story. You sneak in through a window and skulk around the shadowy corridors. All the classrooms have emptied out. Peering into one, you spot the corpse of a teacher nailed to the chalkboard, shaking. You approach it. You spot an odd bulge protruding from his stomach. It wreathes against your fingers as you probe it. Prepare for combat. Suddenly, the teacher's chest rips apart, showering the classroom with gore. From within, a child coated in meat and intestines leaps out, gross, screeching with joy. Gore-covered student... what? The fuck was she doing? Huh? Okay, so I beat that boss. As you near the gym hall, the chanting and rhythmic drums grow louder, threatening to intoxicate you. Glitchy. By the way, the game just does that. It's part of it. You creak the door open and stifle a scream. The entire school is gathered around a huge portal surrounded by black candles. From within, the bellowing of the beast being summoned echoes. The teacher stands at the front, covered in a purple robe, her true form revealed. Knowledge is power. Is that school like just a giant vagina? I'm sorry. Okay, so we're gonna attack the teacher. Wasn't too hard again. I think it's just because Power has really high strength. With her dying scream, the teacher throws herself into the portal. Her vicious master shows no mercy. You hear it devour her before the connection shuts. The confused children lie on the ground crying. Thanks to you, however, they are safe. And there's the rewards I got. Wow, this run's going longer than I thought it would. This feels like an hour. The friendly dog disappeared last night. You will have to find a new place to buy equipment. Yeah, that's like an item shop run by a Shiba. What's the lore to the Shiba? It's a dog that sells you items. It's like the regular item shop. Oh, I leveled up. I didn't realize I leveled up. Art knowledge adds perception. I mean, that would be helpful. Yeah, let's get art knowledge. And once again, I'm raising my strength. Strength build. Get that extra XP. Okay, I just got 2 more to go. So these ones shouldn't be too bad. Chilling Chronicle of a Crimson Cape. A new game is spreading among your friends. A dare to stay in the unused restroom after class. A dare to meet Akamanto. There's a Chilla's art game about this Japanese urban legend. I think it was like one of Chilla Arts' first games. What was originally harmless fun has turned deadly. The body of a boy was found last week. The school principal has banned the game, but that's only made it more popular. Akamanto must be stopped before another kid is killed. Okay, so it's kind of annoying to do this one. I have to get like gossip from the students. I keep hearing wailing sound from the third stall in the girls' bathroom. Okay, then no, that's not what I needed. Okay, there we go. When Akamanto asks which paper you want, you must refuse everything. Yeah, so I remember in the lore, he asks you if you want red paper or blue paper in the Japanese urban legend. And that's just ways he'll kill you. Like, if you say red paper, apparently he'll, like, he'll, like, cut you or something, or was it, like, decapitate you or something? I might be mixing up Japanese folklore. But it was something like that, like, he'll brutally kill you with something sharp. I think. But if you say blue paper, he'll try to drown you in the toilet or something like that. Was it that? I can't remember. But what you have to do is refuse the paper or ask for a color or something that he's not offering, which will confuse him and give you time to run out there. Anyway, now we can focus on the thing. You hear the squishy sound of dripping liquid, a few drops of what looks like mercury falling to the classroom floor. Raise your head. Duck away. I think duck stacks. Yeah. It was, but I guess it wasn't high enough. You leave immediately, but not quick enough. A few drops of liquid still burn your skin. Travel. The investigation is taking a toll on you. You start to miss the most obvious leads. Okay, so yeah, this encounter's just, hey, fuck you, player. Investigate school. God, I think I rested too much because the Doom levels were absurdly high. Getting access to the student database would certainly speed up your investigation, but the receptionist would never allow it. If only there was a way to make her go away for a while. Talk to her. Yeah, Chris. God damn it, more Doom. Yeah, okay, I think I'm gonna probably die in this run due to like the Doom bar, because like combat-wise, I'm doing fine. But wasting time with the Doom meter up here, it's at 73%. Once it reaches 100, that's game over. The world gets devoured by an old god. You weren't able to convince the receptionist to let you access the database. This has been a waste of time. Okay. I'm gonna... Okay, no point in selling it. Gonna stop by the occult shop, see if there's that item I could get. Fuck, it's 3. Anything else in here? I gotta get some funds for that. It's actually a useful item. As part of therapy, some patients took part in art class. Some of their work fills you with dread. Not some reason. Ritsuko-chan was the most promising athlete in her school. When she suddenly disappeared, the case was quickly closed without any suspects. Today, she finally dug herself out. Damn, that's kind of fucked up. Little backstory to this creature. Yeah, someone killed her and buried her. Fuck. Vengeful athlete. No item. I might just end up selling my backpack if I can't. Fuck! Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to sell my backpack. Fuck, it's not there anymore. One more time. God, it's at 80. Yeah, we're probably not making it. I'm probably cooked. Okay, so this guy's back. He wants something for money. Drain my sanity. Go on. You wait in the stall, trying to be as quiet as possible. Squish, squeak. You hear the sound of rubber boots as unknown liquid drips on the tiles. Squish, squeak. You can see the top of his head. He's taller than any man you've ever seen. Squish, squeak. The door slowly opens. Prepare yourself. A masked man dressed in a red coat, clearly too tall for the ceiling, emerges from outside. Tell me. His voice sounds like a faulty radio. Would you like red paper or blue paper? I don't want anything from you. This is the true ending, by the way, for this side story. It's getting darker. The tall man in the red coat slowly takes off their mask. Slowly takes their mask off as the stall walls wither and rot and reality starts to crumble. Akamanto, true form. Jesus, I'm taking too much damage. Yeah, I think I'm reaching... I'm probably dying. Let's be real. When you wake up, you find yourself back in the toilet stall. Thinking it was all a dream, you stand up only to hear a crack from under your shoe. There lies a broken crimson mask. Akamanto might return one day, but now you know that ancient horrors can be defeated. Ending A. Okay, I'm probably gonna raise my health with this level up. Let's get luck. Okay, so let's get some HP back. Air feels heavy to breathe. Okay, we got one more. Can we make it? I don't know. Let's get some reason back. If we're lucky, we'll be able to get through this one. This one's not difficult. The janitor was obsessed with mermaids. He's collected every scrap of the legend about them in the school basement. Now his mind has snapped. He's decided it's time to make one of his own, using unfortunate students' bodies as materials. Yeah, this is fucked up. This guy's basically a serial killer. Okay. So, apologies if I don't read these. I've played this game so much that I kind of forget to check on these. There's one thing everyone at the school is talking about. Another girl from your area has gone missing. Okay, so I have to investigate the seaside twice. Yeah, I don't think I have enough of the Doom meter to be able to do the side quest this time. We're gonna have to, unfortunately, skip the side objectives and whatever. We're just getting the ending you get if you don't do it, which I think it ends with me fighting, unfortunately. Hello, this is Hana Kitamura of Edo TV. Hane, I'm just gonna say Hana. You jump a little when the young reporter girl suddenly appears at your side along with a cameraman. We're doing a report on strange things occurring in Shiokawa. In the recent days, do you know anything about that? Apologies, I don't have time for this. I know this requires charisma, so I'm just gonna say that. I don't have time. No problem. No problem, man. See ya. Whatever her name is, and her cameraman go on to accost some other passerby. While you continue on your way, I don't lose... Nothing happens to me. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't do the side objectives. A tall woman with an unsettling face, there she is. I'm sure someone's gonna be all hear me out. No. Twitching... Unsettling face and twitching lip stops you. I'll be your new biology teacher. Could you help me move some stuff in my office? If you decline, I think you take damage and you end up having to click this. Like, it doesn't let you decline. Help her. Luck success. The creepy old substitute hands you some old books to carry. Among them, among the mundane titles, you find one called Extinction of Mankind. You shudder, feeling the teacher's gaze on your back. Plus 5 XP. So yeah, if you declined, the game doesn't let you decline. It just like she says, "Oh no, do reconsider," and then you have to help her. Except like if you decline, you take damage of some sort. I forgot. Which I'm pretty sure that weird teacher's like an occultist. It's implied. This door shouldn't be here. It shouldn't lead anywhere. More importantly, it shouldn't pull you in. Enter. Slowly, you enter the unknown. Lost in time and space, you drift in nothingness until something pulls you toward the light. Deserted temples overlook the giant corpses of the forgotten beasts. With no priest to harvest it, their blood is slowly flooding the valley. Start climbing the temple, I think, is what you're supposed to do, depending on your stats. Submerge yourself, I'm pretty sure you just take damage. And you need like a bottle or something to get the blood. Climb temple, I guess. You spend what feels like days climbing the stone blocks, reaching the top. You are rewarded with a impossible vista of countless pyramids and beings too big to comprehend. Something in you breaks. I lose 3 reason, but I gain 3 stamina, aka physical health. I mean, power's a little crazy to begin with. Fuck. A nauseating stench stops you. Someone has scattered rotting fish guts everywhere and hung up countless fish heads. You cover your mouth as you slowly retreat. A vast flock of seagulls outside viciously attack the window. Whoever the kidnapper may be, they seem to be really obsessed with mermaids. Inside the science lab, you find a plan of the town's sewer. This mural is advertising the return of an old spectacle, King Crimson, to Shiokawa in a few days. Excited passerbys chat about it, but you spot some elders watching the mural from afar and whispering to each other. Okay, this is clearly perception. Ask them a few questions. I think it's a charisma check, though. Okay, it's no skill check. Good. An old man whispers to you, I bet it is gonna end just like 1965. That performance is cursed, I tell you. The old man leaves hurriedly before you can ask him what exactly happened 20 years ago. Okay, so that was a new event I never experienced. At least, I don't think I've experienced... Because a lot of these events I'm getting, I don't recognize. I don't know if they're modded events or base game ones that I haven't encountered yet. Dark forces scheme against you. You don't know who you can trust anymore. I just get a random curse because the game said fuck you. Minus perception. Oh, thanks. Hearing footsteps behind you, realize you aren't the only student here. A girl wearing a demon's mask starts giggling as she gets closer. Young witch. Okay, so we're just fighting a witch. So she was fighting with a box cutter. I'ma sell you. Not that I'm going to really need that. You bust through the door to the janitorial closet, but it's already too late. The latest missing girl is lying on a dirty mattress. Her upper torso, at least a tail of a fish, has been crudely sewn in place of her legs. Yeah, this dude's like a serial killer. She was too weak and died. You hear the mad janitor say he looks you up and down. Maybe you'll do. Okay, so since I'm in like timeline B, it gives me the option to notice his face. I'm so lonely, he stammers, taking a step forward. For years, I've dealt with this void inside me. Another step forward. Each night, I dream about a city underwater. I realized that's where I truly belong. He's like a fish man. And another, let me take you there. Kana takes a step back. Don't even look at me like that. I'm not going anywhere. Send an ally instead. Agree. Fuck. Okay, I should have just fought him. Because in Timeline A, you don't get an option, really. You just fight him. Unless you've done the side objectives, I think. Reluctantly, you reach out your hand and the janitor grabs it. He freezes, seemingly studying your face in a better light. I've seen you in my dreams. I don't need to take you anywhere. He smiles and lets go of your hand and jumps into the manhole. You're doomed to go there eventually, and I'll wait for you. Okay, so, like, what happens if you send one of your allies with him? I think it says he, like, stabs your ally that you sent with him, so, like, he would have killed Kana and take the corpse with him. Like, it was a fucked up situation. I probably should have just fought him. Like, it wasn't worth, the doom, because I was considering, getting my reason back. Was the talk about the underwater city just an excuse for a crazed serial killer? Or did the janitor really believe in the mermaid city located deep under the waves? Whatever the case, you really should see a dermatologist about your skin allergy. With each day, it starts to look more like fish scales. Wait, do I got fish scales now? Yeah. Okay, no, I didn't get, like... Because you could get an illness in this game, well, it counts as a curse, where it just says your character has gills now for some reason. Okay, let's get that reason back. Because we're in the final stretch now. Now we gotta go to the lighthouse. So after every case you clear, you get a key. And it's to unlock these locks to go into the lighthouse, which is the end game. Well, end of the run. You finally made it inside the cursed lighthouse. Your gut is telling you two things: that whoever or whatever is behind the weird events must be on the highest floor of this place, and that you should run away from this place as far and fast as you can. You're afraid there won't be a way back once you start climbing the stairs. Start climbing, rest a bit. I think I can once. Just once. There we go. Now let's go. You are stopped by a girl wearing a dirty black school uniform. I'm sorry, but I can't let you go any further, she says, reaching for her bag. It's too late anyway. You instinctively take a step back when you notice a knife in her hand. You think fast, try to reason with her. Okay, I have low charisma. I probably will fail this. Yeah. You try to talk her into allowing you to pass, but suddenly she raises the knife and slices across her own throat, nearly decapitating herself. You carefully step over her. Yeah, she was just committing suicide. Slew or slide in Minecraft. Following the winding staircases, you are stopped. Wait a minute. Someone has been taking photos focused on you. The photos include the enemies you fought with. There's something wrong, but you can't possibly see what. Select the second enemy you fought this run. Okay, that's kind of a tricky one. I can't remember. It was either this one. Was it her? I think it was her. Damn. Fuck. Okay, yeah, we failed. We failed. Your head hurts to start. Your head starts to hurt. Is everything just something you imagined? The photos suddenly disappear, so does the door, allowing you to continue. +5 doom. Yeah, we're fucked. Following the winding staircase, you are stopped by darkness. A thick black cloud is obscuring your vision, and you can swear something is waiting for you inside of it. Continue climbing. I don't have light source. More reason. You decide to brave the veil. You finally emerge a while later, safe. You can't, however, explain the blasphemous whispers you heard. Come on, Power, you could do it. Climbing up the winding staircase, you are stopped by a masked man wearing an expensive suit. The rules have changed, kiddo, he says, taking the jacket and the mask off. Nothing personal, really. Takashi-san. Oh yeah, this is the dude that one dude earlier mentioned. So he's like the cult leader. I mean, Power's just really strong, so... Fuck. Charisma. Well, in case I don't die, following the winding staircase, you are stopped by a middle gate. The tiny page nailed to the gate explains that opening the gate will require you to grab 2 metal rods. Using your own body as a natural conductor, you will power up the gate. Grab the metal rods. Not enough knowledge, so I take damage. And I'm gonna die now. You grab the rods, electricity flowing through your body and burning the nerve endings. The pain is almost unbearable, but with a buzz, the gate opens. Oh, I'm pretty sure the next screen was gonna be the final area. So close. I probably shouldn't have taken that rest then. Under the mysterious Athiola... I don't know how you pronounce his name. Influence. The city is engulfed in chaos. All the eldritch magic made our planet a bright waypoint for the bloated old god. And a tasty treat. Within the next 10 years, Earth will be devoured, and there's nothing you can do about it anymore. So yeah, we failed. Like, literally, the next screen was gonna be the ending, I'm pretty sure. It's just... damn. It's because I fucked up on the enemy part. If I didn't do that, we would have won. You perished. The Earth was devoured. The difficulty was on normal, aka cultist. I was level 6. I had a meat cleaver and a gruesome totem. Like, I would have died a long time ago if I didn't have the gruesome totem equipped. I encountered 12 new enemies. I didn't see any new events. I could have sworn some of... well, they might have been modded events, because they don't count the modded events. But I saw a bunch of new enemies. Didn't unlock any achievements, sadly. Alright, so yeah. Anyway. We tried. So that was World of Horror. You know what? I'll keep it full screen. Let me just unshrink. Okay. Let me just lower. Alright. Yeah, but yeah, this was World of Horror. If you have interest in the game, go check it out. It's pretty fun. It hasn't been updated in a long time, but you could play the game from start to finish. Like, you could reach the ending. There's multiple endings and multiple characters with endings. Like, I'd recommend you beat the game with the base characters first, or like a base character, because you could get special ending screens if you're a certain base game characters. And then there's also modded characters and stuff, mods you could add on the Steam Workshop. However, there's like a little thing you have to do to do that, so the downloaded workshop stuff work. Otherwise, you have to do that manually. But yeah, I recommend the game if you're interested. I like the game. I know some people are all pissy that there hasn't been an update for this in a while, but it's a complete game, that's all. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.